will you leave, please? Randy!
I don't have to leave.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo Glow, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 people who were fired from Saturday Night Live. Number 10, Robert Downey Jr.
Go get him, Tiger. It is my pleasure to meet you.
When Robert Downey Jr. was a cast member on SNL, he was not yet the sought-after star that he's since become. Back in the mid-'80s, Downey had done little more than a few off-Broadway productions and had little to no comedy experience. Still, he made it on the show, but in his only season, the cast reportedly had trouble gelling, and as a result, there was a major cast purge at the end of the year that included Downey Jr. With him earning a reported $75 million for Avengers Endgame, it seems like things worked out okay for the guy. Number 9, Joan Cusack. Joan Cusack was let go from Saturday Night Live in the same cast purge that ended Robert Downey Jr.'s short tenure on the show. The now beloved character actress has had more than 80 credits since her release from SNL, including movies like Broadcast News and School of Rock. She was even nominated for Oscars for her performances in both Working Girl and In and Out, and earned multiple Emmy nominations, including one win for her role on Shameless.
Yeah, no, I've never won anything either. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Number 8, Norm Macdonald. Unlike the other firings featured on this list, Norm Macdonald's release was reportedly the decision of NBC executive Don Ohlmeyer, who cited declining ratings and work quality as the reasons. Still, rumors persist that the firing was due to Macdonald's many jokes about Ohlmeyer's friend, O.J. Simpson.
This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing."
Whatever the reason, it is clear that Macdonald landed on his feet, going on to build a resume of acting and voice acting credits, including 2 sitcoms centered on him. He's become so iconic that many other comics now do impressions of him. Number 7, Rob Riggle. When Riggle joined the cast of SNL, he was the only new member added to an already star-studded cast.
Lord, help me to help you. Woo! Amen! That felt good.
As such, despite making a few memorable characters like Leviticus the Street Prophet, he found he had trouble making his mark. It appears that Lorne Michaels agreed and let Riggle go after only 1 season. But Riggle rebounded, landing a spot on The Daily Show. Number 6, Jenny Slate. While it is true that Jenny Slate did drop a big no-no word on the first episode she ever participated in, she maintains she was fired because Lorne Michaels simply did not like her and did not think she fit the show.
You freaking just threw an ashtray full of butts at my head. You know what? You stood up for yourself, and I love you for that.
Like so many others on this list, Slate has since become a much sought-after comedic actress, voice artist, and stand-up comedian. From Jean-Ralphio's twin sister Mona Lisa on Parks and Recreation to the voice of Tammy on Bob's Burgers, Slate has left no comedic stone unturned since being dropped from SNL. Number 5, Sarah Silverman. Despite her cute comic persona, she admits that she was not ready at the time of her stint on SNL.
I wrote not a single funny sketch, so that might have something to do with it too.
She has since blossomed into a true and beloved comic force with her irreverent stand-up, the beautiful and uniting I Love You America, and her voice work on everything from The Simpsons to Bob's Burgers. She has returned to host the show, and her frequent appearances on roasts are truly amazing as well. Number 4, Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans was fired for insubordination after changing a character without producer approval. Wayans was already feeling underutilized on the show and reportedly embraced the firing. He later went on to star on In Living Color, a sketch comedy show created by his older brother, Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Hey, don't fret none, cause we got some novel stuff. We like to call it jewelry, jewelry, jewelry.
What would we do if we hadn't ever seen Homeboy Shopping Network or Homie D Clown? He also went on to win a BET Comedy Award and a People's Choice Award. Number 3, Adam Sandler. Having made a name for himself on the show over his 5 years, Sandler was surprised when he was let go with 2 years remaining on his contract. His movie career had started to take off, and he was considering quitting himself, but was still surprised to be let go with no reason given. He holds no ill will, and even made fun of it in a song when he returned to host the show. That song builds appropriately to this line.
NBC said that I was done. Then I made over $4 billion at the box office. So I guess you could say I won.
Number 2, Chris Farley. Chris Farley was fired from SNL at the same time as his friend Adam Sandler. The firing was meant to be a warning to Farley to get his life together, but it appears as though that warning went tragically unheeded. Farley died of a drug overdose a couple of years later, and just 2 months after being brought back to host the show. His time on Earth after SNL was brief, but at least we have the memories of his classic characters like Matt Foley, and also his much-loved movie pairings with David Spade, Tommy Boy, and Black Sheep.
You okay? I'm just dandy. I got a bowl of chocolate pudding in my underpants.
Number 1, Chris Rock. Chris Rock was fired from Saturday Night Live at around the same time as both Chris Farley and Adam Sandler, joining in the latter's song.
Then I went on and lived in color. 3 weeks later, they took it off TV.
In the case of Rock, he generally refused to perform what he considered to be stereotypical roles, which may have led to his removal. Since leaving the show, he has produced or executive produced on numerous projects, won 3 Grammy Awards for his comedy, and 4 Primetime Emmy Awards. He is one of the world's greatest comedians of all time, and is certainly deserving of the top spot on our list.
Hey, boo if you want. You know I'm right.